Welcome back to Not Theoretical. I'm Lena.
And I'm Dan. Here on Not Theoretical, we're all about taking those big, sometimes complex ideas and distilling them into practical, real-world steps. Our goal is to help you turn insight into lasting action.
Dan, have you ever stared at your to-do list so long it feels like it's just taunting you?
Oh, absolutely, Lena. It's like the list grows arms and starts pointing fingers. I've definitely had those days where the hours just vanish, and those important tasks I really needed to do are still sitting there, untouched. It's incredibly frustrating.
Exactly. That feeling pushed us to dig into what truly works when it comes to productivity, and we rediscovered some gold from Brian Tracy's Eat That Frog. It just clicked for us, and we think it'll click for you too. This episode is all about how you're probably wasting a lot of your time and, more importantly, how to fix it. We're going to break down 5 key strategies that have helped us work smarter, not harder. If you know someone who's constantly overwhelmed by their to-do list, or who just wishes they had more hours in the day, you'll want to share this one with them.
So, let's jump right in. The first big concept we've been exploring is the power of setting clear goals. Think about it. Have you ever felt like you're just running in circles, constantly busy, but not actually getting anywhere?
Totally. It's like trying to navigate without a map. What we've found is that clarity truly is the foundation of action. When you write down your goals, they stop being these vague wishes floating around in your head and become real, actionable steps. It's wild how few people actually do this, but those who do accomplish so much more.
Right? It's about deciding what truly matters. Your frogs, as Tracy calls them, and then breaking them down. We heard a great story about Sarah, a freelance graphic designer who was just drowning in client requests. Her desk was a mess. She felt paralyzed. But then she sat down and wrote down her big win for the month. Land 3 new clients and finish the bakery logo.
And she didn't stop there. She broke that down into smaller steps like updating her portfolio, emailing leads daily, and sketching logo drafts. By the end of the week, she'd sent 25 emails and had 2 client calls booked. Just that act of writing it down and breaking it up transformed her chaos into progress. It's like charting a course across the ocean. Every wave brings you closer to your destination. That clarity then leads us to the second crucial strategy: prioritizing ruthlessly. What if you could tackle the most impactful tasks before lunch, every single day?
This one's a game changer. It's about recognizing that 20% of your tasks drive 80% of your results. So, why are we spending so much time on the small stuff? The ABCDE method is a fantastic tool for this. You list everything out and label it. A for must do, high consequence tasks. Those are your big frogs. B for should do, moderate impact. C for nice to do, low consequence. D for delegate, and E for eliminate.
It's like packing a suitcase for a trip, right? You put the absolute essentials in first: the shoes, the clothes, not the random souvenirs that might not even fit. Mark, a project manager we heard about, was buried under a client presentation deadline, emails, team requests, a whole lot of B's, C's, and D's. But that presentation was his A.
Exactly. He silenced notifications, focused on that A task for 2 hours, and felt this huge surge of progress. By the end of the day, the presentation was almost done, and he'd breezed through his emails in 30 minutes. It just goes to show how focusing on that one critical task first can make everything else feel so much lighter and more manageable. The third concept we found incredibly impactful is optimizing your environment. Have you ever tried to work in a cluttered room and just felt your brain fog up?
Oh, definitely. My desk can sometimes look like a paper tsunami hit it. But it's not just physical clutter. It's about understanding when you're sharpest. If you know your peak energy time is in the morning, scheduling your toughest tasks then sets you up for success. It's like clearing the weeds in a garden so the good seeds can actually bloom.
That's such a great analogy. Think about Emily, a college student who was struggling to study for finals in her messy dorm. Books everywhere, phone buzzing constantly. Her roommate suggested she clear her desk and pick a dedicated study time. She tidied up, kept only her laptop and notes, and chose 9 a.m. as her focused study hour.
The next morning, in that clean space, she powered through 2 chapters. She said it felt like her brain just woke up. Her environment literally became her ally. It makes such a difference when your space supports your focus rather than fighting against it. Moving on to the fourth point, practicing self-discipline. This one sometimes gets a bad rap, but it's really the difference between wishing for success and actually achieving it. It's the grit to stick to your priorities, even when Netflix is calling your name.
It's not about punishment, it's about training yourself to consistently eat that frog every day, building habits that make those hard tasks easier over time. We saw this with Jake, a small business owner who absolutely dreaded doing his bookkeeping.
His wife, Claire, told him, "Just do it first thing, Jake. Tell yourself you've got this." So he started sitting down at 8 a.m., muttering, "I'm crushing this," and focused for an hour. Each morning, he just repeated that small act, building it into a habit. By the end of the month, his books were current, and he felt so proud. He called discipline his new superpower. It's like training for a marathon. Each step builds strength for the long run.
And finally, we have managing time effectively. Ever wish you just had more hours in the day? This isn't about magic. It's about making the hours you do have count.
It's all about scheduling your frogs for uninterrupted focus and breaking your day into specific task slots. When you create that sense of urgency, you can enter what's called flow, where work feels effortless. Priya, a marketing coordinator, was swamped with emails, meetings, and a big campaign launch.
Her colleagues suggested she block out her morning specifically for the campaign. So Priya scheduled 9 to 11 a.m. for designing ads, with no emails or distractions. She dove in, ideas flowing, and by 11, she had a draft ready. She then handled emails in the afternoon, feeling accomplished. Her mindset completely shifted. Time wasn't the enemy anymore. It's like conducting an orchestra. Each instrument plays its part, creating harmony when timed perfectly.
So, these 5 concepts, setting clear goals, prioritizing ruthlessly, optimizing your environment, practicing self-discipline, and managing time effectively, they really form a powerful system for productivity. They're like gears in a machine, each one driving the others forward.
Absolutely. Clear goals guide your priorities. A focused environment supports your discipline, and smart time management ties it all together. The key is that structure fuels freedom.
We encourage you to try just one of these concepts this week. Maybe block out time like Priya, or use the ABCDE method like Mark. See what a difference it makes. For a deeper dive into these strategies, more examples, and additional actionable steps, head over to our specific article on the Not Theoretical Substack. We've laid it all out for you there.
And speaking of shifting perspectives, ever leave a meeting wondering what just happened?
In our next episode, we're sharing 5 negotiation skills that go beyond hardball tactics and into how you actually connect, influence, and reach meaningful agreements.
Stay tuned. This one might shift how you see every conversation you're in.
That's our discussion for today. Thanks for tuning in to Not Theoretical.
Until next time, go eat your frog.